seen as others saw. I could not bring my passions from a common spring. From the same source I had not taken my sorrow. I could not awaken my heart to joy at the same tone. And all I loved alone. Then in my childhood, in the dawn of a most stormy life, was drawn from every depth of good and ill, the mystery which binds me still. From the torrent to the fountain, from the red cliff of the mountain, from the sun that round me rolled in its autumn tint of gold, from the lightning sky as it passed me flying by, from the thunder and the storm and the cloud that took the form, and the rest of heaven was blue, of a demon in my view. Of a deep, 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 deep.
It's time for Power Hour.
I have not seen as others saw. I could not bring my passions from a common spring. From the same source I have not taken my sorrow. I could not awaken my heart to joy at the same tone. And all I loved alone. Then in my childhood, in the dawn of a most stormy life, was drawn from every depth of good and ill, the mystery which binds me still. From the torrent to the fountain, from the red cliff of the mountain, from the sun that round me rolled in its autumn tint of gold, from the lightning sky as it passed me flying by, from the thunder and the storm and the cloud that took the form.
Is this your homework, Larry?
And the rest of heaven was blue, of a demon in my view.
Since we started out on BitConf,
What's up, DB? Thanks, man. Welcome, traders, to the stream. Yeah, Power Hour, but for stock market, where just based on activity, I might be going live for that. And today it's warranted. where you're staring at the S&P 500 ETF, the spider SPY, that is at a very critical area. You can see not just the demand line of the channel that extends back to October of last year. Wow, it's been I can't even believe it's been a year almost, right? And it's the ice line. It's the horizontal line support resistance zone from May of 2021, September 2021, right there. It's just below that. There's just not much there. 405, then way lower. So you're just at what will be considered, if you're in an uptrend, if this uptrend will stand, man. This is where the Big Lebowski might be going long if you had any money. I don't know, one of the Lebowskis had money, so he might go long here, but not looking really great right now, and yields are going insane. You have 9 of 11 sectors of the S&P 500 that are down. Kind of concerning is like the XLU's crashing. I even tweeted about it. It's just really bad. Looking at these sectors of the S&P 500, here it is. I mean, it's a little bit off its lows, but not really. It's working on its lowest daily candle close since June 26, 2020. Talking some multi-year lows on the utility sector, as you had shattered a demand line that goes all the way back to March of 2009. Good God. Complex head and shoulders playing out like crazy, isn't it? Yeah. So I don't really know what to make of that. It's utility company. It's not so much energy stocks. Even though the energy sector is not doing well, I mean, the reaction off that completion of the bearish Gartley and the 2008 peak, that's really reacting well right now. So we'll look at that right now, because it is the second worst performing sector of the S&P 500 today, down 2.37%. But how about that, man? I mean, God, that's perfect. That's so nice, right? 886, completed harmonic, 2008, where I thought it was over once, twice, thrice, now 4 times, 4 ice. Right, look at this, May 2008, it was over, okay? Tested, failed, June of last year. Tested, failed, November last year. Tested, failed, January of this year. Tested, failed, September this year. Major rising wedge still there. Still very much active, pattern that we know is inherently bearish, that we know sometimes they can break upwards. It's just kind of getting harder to believe that the XLE rising wedge of the 2008 major reversal would be breaking upward for a major, whatever price discovery. So just pay attention. Great TA respect of the Gartley. I know Scott Carney would be happy about that. XLB would be the next one. And this is bad too, right? Like the downtrend pretty much confirmed or reconfirmed with the 2 highs lower than the previous highs. And this 77 zone, $77 to $78, right? You can see the peaks, the valleys, the inflection. You are breaking that as of today, not yesterday or not Friday, but today. And it will be the lowest daily candle close since June. And there is an unfilled gap at $76. You think that's likely that'll fill soon? And then, I guess you'll just test those local lows again from March and May of this year. And then when they don't hold, well, you'll be going to test the lows you saw around this time last year, November last year. Whatever. Okay, so 11 months, 12 months ago. All right. Breaking support. It will be a confirmed bearish breakdown in 41 minutes, just so you know, on the material sector. One sector that's not considered part of the 11 is the XL RE. And it's super emphasis on RE today, because not Friday, but today, you are confirming a bearish breakdown below all these, right? It's never just about one support. It's a zone, a multitude of levels from history, right? All over the place. There's peaks and valleys that have been regarded as support resistance. So you just got to go with it. It's like Bitcoin at 28.8, 30K, 31K. Like they're just all levels, just like here, 33, 34, and 35, all levels. Okay. So, You were breaking all of those today, and it's going to be confirmed. And it will be confirmed in 40 minutes, the lowest daily candle close on the XLRE since May 22nd of 2020. So multi-year lows on real estate sector. Whoa, okay. Technical breakdown. XLB, materials. Well, we looked at materials. Yeah, skipped it because XLRE, Dow Jones transportation, not part of the 11, but man, just, excluding the crazy wick here, you got an 886 shark. Well, not quite a shark because it did not hit a 1618, and that is definitely mandatory. So it's an informal W-shaped reversal, reversing at a reversal area. And so you're, in 40 minutes, 44 minutes, it'll be the lowest daily candle close since June, and for the first time since June 6th, breaking below the 200-day simple moving average, down 1.57%. So you can see like 14K makes the most sense for the next real level. I mean, it hasn't even been back tested, right? Like when buyers broke that resistance support in June, there was never a test. So it might be time to go test that. The test could fail or succeed, so XLI, your industrials, well, heading on down to 97, 98, right? I mean, that's just a level, just a big inflection zone, all kinds of peaks and valleys throughout history there. You think that's very likely. And, it'll be in 38 minutes, it'll be the lowest daily candle close since June 1st. There's an unfilled gap at $98, so it makes too much sense. I mean, like, that's exactly where XLI is probably going, to fill that gap and to go test a key inflection zone, see if it's going to hold this time or not. All right, that's your XLI. The XLF only down 1% today, but it's awful. I mean, it's awesome if you care about TA with no bias, but if you have like a bullish bias for the financial sector, it's terrible. Yeah, it's the worst. It's really bad. A gap filled today. There was an unfilled gap right at 3287. It goes back to June 28th. Filled officially. Congratulations. There's another unfilled gap on the XLF at 3214. Don't know why that's not going to get tested and filled. Right. I mean, this is what happens. This is the price action you look for. You look for up thrusts and well-established, at least context, lower highs, lower lows. Then the selling subsides and stops. And then you go through this crazy period of chop. But even still, right, you pivoted, we made a higher low, let's run. And now you're making a lower high than all the previous highs, all of them. And then at the inflection point, you're failing to break. You're up thrusting through it, and so failure, and then attempt from the buyers to re-break that level again to go rival highs. And all it was a formal bearish back test of this trading range between $30 and $35. It was regarded as resistance again. So that's confirmation. You're screwed if you're a bull. And anyway, just gaps to fill. There's another unfilled gap at 31. And then, just $30. I don't know why this isn't going to see $30 in time. It's interest rates will destroy banks. Well, at least regionals, which, probably want to be paying attention more to the KRE. That it is working on its lowest daily candle close since June 28th. I mean, it's not really like that big a deal yet. It's not like, hey, we're looking at the XLU making multi-year lows, or the XLRE. They're making multi-year lows, not KRE yet. But you are below 42.83, and I think below that, it's just a matter of time before you see $36 to $35 again. So just gotta wait. Not good. Not really what you're looking for. This was a pretty pathetic rally. Just another lowest high of the entire downtrend. The lowest low into the lowest high, and a formal bearish back test of a key level from history as resistance. That's bear market vibes. That's what they do. That's what assets do. This guy's obsessed with TA. Yeah, man. Can't help it, dude. It's whatever. People are going to be obsessed with things, So I think TA is an okay thing to be obsessed with. Oh my God, the XLP, consumer staples. Well, Jesus chimes for at least a 1414, but it's getting blasted. That's right. We got Danny DeVito over here blasting the XLP at a key level. Was breaking it temporarily. That's a big deal, man. November 2020. Look, it's just a zone.
This is the worst.
I mean, it is, and in a lot of ways for some of these coins or stocks. Excuse me, they're trading like coins, cryptos, right? But you better pray that holds. You better pray the 1414 is where the real reaction occurs. I mean, it makes sense. But remember, if it's a butterfly, it doesn't mean that the 1414 is going to hold here and where the reaction is going to be. It made the most sense because a 1414 fib extension, a 200% fib extension confluent with the zone. You think, oh, okay, it's a no-brainer, at least there. But if things the selling pressure accelerates, you could be looking for a 1618, which is down here at 6683. At this point, I'm not really looking to be going long on an asset that had a blow-off top right here, undeniably, April 22nd, 2022. It's a lot of twos. It's a lot of joints. But since then, only lower highs. And now you're just at support again. It's just, okay, there are less market participants involved, August 22nd, December 22nd, May 2023, and then the icing on the cake with all these lows rivaling each other, this local lower high in July, really telling you, yep, even less market participants than these three highs. So now you're rolling over after that event, and just sitting at a support that you may not hold. I'm not really looking to long. You don't long reactions, potential reactions anyway. That's what type 2 returns are for actual swing trades. Type 1's like you're scalping, gambling, man. Catching a knife. Okay, there you go. That's your XLP consumer stables, bro. All right, XLV, healthcare. All right, what a recovery. Wow, look at that. This diamond we had identified. It is a beautiful diamond. I mean, this is a Bulkowski. You know, he's out in the yard and he sees this and he starts dancing because it's so beautiful of a structure. I mean, right, neutral, you treat diamonds just like you would symmetrical triangles. But in this situation, I'm not really feeling great about it. You know, it's like going. It's all right. My internet's just being dumb past couple days. Yeah, dude, like Kellogg's and General Mills, some of these, I was scanning through some of these charts earlier, and it's disgusting, man. It's so bad. It's like the worst on some of the XLY. Let's go to the consumer discretionary. That's, you know, performing better than almost all the other sectors today. You know, it's fine. Nothing like some of the other ones we've seen, right? I mean, you're thinking maybe 150 soon to test the levels, see if they're real, make a higher low and run again above the 200-day moving average. See, things are just different on some of these sectors than others. So that lets you draw a conclusion on, you know, what's dragging the market down. Not so much XLY, not so much the XLC that is stupidly elevated still, right? I mean, just still holding above $65, which is just incredible. After putting in one high, the second high, you think, oh, it's probably done to roll over. It's not. It's resilient. And then you have, of course, the XLK, which is the XLC and the XLK, the only sectors up. There is bullish divergence on the daily, which, of course, right? I mean, how does that happen? Hidden bearish divergence into classic bullish divergence. What's going on? Or potentially, anyway. They're trying to make a case. Right, so maybe some bullish divergence on the MACD histogram at a support that could manifest into a rally. But in these situations, you got to be really cognizant of the situation. Like one high, the second high, what happens if this divergence plays out and it ushers in a rally, but then it ends up just being another lower high. And then all of a sudden you have the classic distribution structure that we've seen a million times. And if that happens, you better be running for the hills because someone is offloading an insanely large position of the XLK. That hasn't happened yet, may never happen. I'm just saying, like, here's divergence. If the divergence plays out, then you would get something like this. All right, that's one of your only sectors. 2 of the 11 up today. Okay, go to the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Look at it. Wow, you know, sitting band of support working on. I mean, it will, and you're 30 minutes now, less than 30 minutes. It'll be the lowest daily candle close since June 1st. And you are sitting at a level, Larry, a peak 2021, a valley 2021. Not looking good here. There is no, I mean, the argument for divergence isn't there because the negative Momo is beginning to build again the past couple days. It's not, you're below the 200-day moving average. These are just really cautious, man. This is not like something to be trying to, oh, I can't wait to buy the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Nah, not really, man. NASDAQ's okay. It's, you know, fine because of big tech keeping it propped up. Look at this channel here, you know, it's, and there's some divergence here too on the NASDAQ composite. So that means probably the QQQ. But look at the demand line 1 and 2, and then here's 3. The confluence of the demand line, the upsloping support, and the horizontal line support, it's incredible. And yeah, that's a bullish engulfing candle developed there. All right, so it's definitely an area. It's considered oversold in the uptrend here. So if you get a rally here, this is the least surprising area for any sort of relief rally, but just be cognizant of what sort of performance we get. All right, so we'll be looking, if a reversal's happening in the S&P and the NASDAQ here at these levels that make sense, look for a lower high, another lower high. If that happens, I'll be telling you about it, but dang, it's not going to be good because classic distribution. All right. Let's go to the worst performer today, the IWM, Mother of God. Down almost 2%, and here we are, chat. I remember this level. It's that old high from August 2018. Tested from mid-2022 all the way to now. So what, like going on 18 months or so? I don't know, you know. 18 months of Rudy Poo. But remember the context. The drawdown, the lower highs, the lower lows, then the selling subsided. Then the buyers were given an opportunity and a chance to rival or take out the previous highs to reverse this overall trend. And guess what? Failure, failure, failure. 18 months. 18 months of failure. That's not good. That's not what you want to see. If you want to see a pivot and a reversal in the whole trend, none of this loser stuff. This is a huge loser. Huge loser. Once this breaks, 170, then you're going for the lowest lows of the entire downtrend that started, you know, that blow off top November 2021. Wow. Wonder how many people they got there. The scrub, retail, FOMO, breakout buyers. Yikes. Okay, we're at session lows right now. We're about to be. I'll have an alert set up on this. We hear session lows in stream. You'll hear the beep. Okay, so what do we do? The S&P 500, all the index funds, all in on the 11 sectors, bonus sectors of the S&P 500 because the XLRE. We can look at the DBC, which is the commodity sector, drawing down today down 0.8%. Yeah, risking off, you know. And then the PEJ, which has been in dire straits. Anything below $39 is... You can't be bullish. You cannot be. Oh, like duplicating trend lines here. Sometimes it happens. Yeah, you just gotta be bearish on the PEJ until the price gets back above $39 to $40. Below the 200-day moving at. Look at. Remember, the selling subsided. Remember there's a downtrend, lower highs, lower lows consecutively for a long time, and then the selling subsided 18 months ago, and then the buyers had the opportunity to pivot and make higher highs, higher lows, and then rival previous highs to reverse the overall trend. And this is it. This is all they had. So that's nope. You thought maybe there's a chance, man. You make a highest high and then you sell off, make a higher. You're not making higher lows really. So okay, probably $35, $85, $36 in time again. And then if that breaks, then easy 30. And this downtrend continues, and then you're probably looking at a major low to high 886, way down at like 25. Could take 6 months to get there though, and then it would make all the sense in the world. X, A, B, C, C to D wave. Yep, 886. Okay. But yeah, some of these individual stocks, man, looking really, really bad here, man. Like some of the energy stocks. I don't know if they're like actually oil connected. They're like their energy or like DHR, sweet mother of God. This was like descending triangle, and then the little fake out, and the false bullish breakout, and then the retest of the supply line, and then right back here, the 200, and then just collapsing, crashing today. You knew the downtrend was there. You knew how bearish it was. Just bull crap price. And then look, it's like it just took out the lows from November of 2020 and March 2021, and just hit the lowest price since September of 2020. Multi-year lows on Danaher Corporation, a medical specialties company. Yeah, super duper specialty of losing money, getting wrecked. Yeah. Nice. They make money though, quarterly. They make money. They make revenue, profits. Title, what? Opposite 6 minutes ago. What are you talking about? I don't know. I haven't looked at chat much today. Maybe are y'all saying anything worth repeating? Not really. Kellogg's down 12%, crashing. This is a crash. Yeah. Absolute crash on Kellogg's. Currently trading at its lowest price since June of 2019. And in 23 minutes, it will be the lowest daily candle close since that same May 31st, 2019. Excuse me, May 30th. If you go much lower in the next 23 minutes, it would be the lowest close since 2012. So, I mean, like, that's a major development on Kellogg, man. Brutal stuff, dude. I just think the tide was turning. Things were turning around. I was just like, nope, the failure of the buyers. Too many times, man. All these solar power companies. Look at this route, man. Just SunPower down 8.6%, lowest price since July 2020, heading on down to 382. You know it's going to 382 at this point. Like, there's nothing that makes any sense until $3.82. Carvana down 8%. You're at the confirmation high, one high, no one knows second high. They tried, and then nah, and that's it. And now you're below $40.20. It's just a swing low from 2018, and you're headed to $29.40. Wow, that is a long way down. Like the next target for real is like 23% downside on Carvana here. Workhorse that was doing it, and then it's not, and then it's done, and then it's like, hey, look, you're at your lowest price in years. Wow, you know what's happening? Well, we're about to make history today. So Workhorse in 22 minutes will be making its lowest daily candle close in human history. So that's cool. Yeah, that's real. So hype in the chat for all-time lows on Workhorse. Soon to be the lowest price ever, but you know, that was intraday price action, 2020. I have a beep set up. Solar Edge just murdered. Remember how it started? How's it going now? Well, just capitulating. Straight up capitulating. Like the levels disregarded. It was should have maybe been support. Nope. Broke it. There's nothing here. I get kind of why it's crashing because there's no support. It did formally fill a gap today from May 15th of 2020. There are more unfilled gaps. There's another unfilled gap around $74. I believe it. I believe that would be where you're headed. This looks like the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart before phase E, you know. All right. Triple D's. Let's go 3D printing, bro. Let's not be down 5%. Oh, trying to hold on to this 460 level. Whoa, okay. You better pray it holds. Bearish engulfing candle confirmed in 20 minutes. Let's go to 1D Dominion Energy. Dominion. Nah, dude. Inverse Dominion. You have dominion over losing money. The whole realm of losing money, you have dominion over it, okay? Of crashing. Down 5% plus. And it will be the lowest daily candle close since like January of 2011. Oh, wow. So like, oh, lowest price in over a decade? Yeah. Yeah. Happening. GNL. Brutal, man. Global net lease. This looks like an S coin, doesn't it? Bro, it's an M shape, man. Yeah, hitting 100%. I doubt it, man. No M shape. Where is it? Anything? No, that's it. Yeah, headed for all-time lows. Nice rally, loser. Lower high than the previous high. The trend stayed intact. And it looks like it's about to resume, right? Let's set up an alert if I hear an all-time low on GNL, I'll know. And the energy stocks, really bad. They were all up against these resistances like the XLE, ironically, and failure across the board, couldn't break. Then there's other ones that are just like continue. They're just so bad, man. Like ALB. Look at this, dude. Lowest price in multiple years, right? Over 2-year lows, and you're working on the lowest daily candle close since June of 2021. You're dumping really bad. Took out the low from March 2022 and April 2023. Nasty. Next support 139 to 140. Yep, that's it. That's where you're headed on ALB. TU's bad, man. Oh my God, dude. It's just like, well, that was that distribution with a buy wall, okay, and it's over. And now you're working on your lowest daily candle close since like April of 2020. So multi-year lows on another stock. Can't be surprised here, man. But my interest rates, but my soft landing, but my economy's fine. What's up, Andrew? Thanks for the faith.
Loving this correction.
Bio.
Cheers to all. BTC to XLE bouncing with Cypher.
Well, if there weren't so many stocks trading in multi-year lows as I'm speaking to you, maybe we would go to it, but there's just too much. ED, yeah. Emphasis on the ED. You know what I'm talking about. Yep. Just working on the lowest daily candle close since October 2022, and it's just a level, once it's breaking, the 2016 peak's breaking, and there's, you can see kind of like the next support, $70. Yep. Okay. Distribution, understand, lower highs in the previous high, lower high again, back test resistance is resistance, another lower high. Dude, that's just, that's what Coca-Cola looks like that too. KO. Well, let's continue on. ES, oh my God. Look what's happening under the hood. Electric utilities sector. Eversource, right? I mean, like 3.83% down. It's trading at its lowest price since June of 2018. So we're talking about over 5-year lows on ES here today. And there's no support till 52.60. You're just trading like, I don't know. He's bouncing. Okay. And then Campbell's Chunky Soup. Well, it's just Campbell Soup Company. They had to take out the chunks because of the stock price's performance lately, how bad it is, and how it's breaching the October 2021 lows, and is now trading at its lowest price since June of 2019. And then in 16 minutes, it will be the lowest daily candle close on Campbell's Soup Company since June 4th, 2019. Where's the support? Okay, I guess we got... You like broken all these levels. It's so bad, man. I mean, like maybe you get lucky at 38, 34 here. So we're bottomed out in 2013. Yeah, that's where you're headed, man. See at 38, 38. Wow. And how did it end? A lower high in the previous high. Remember, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. 200 moving average, support, uptrend, then the lower high, then the dump, and then you're sitting here, and then earnings. Target. Well, remember that time? It was Pride Month. And pride cometh before the falleth to $90th. Yep, still waiting on that. That's the target. That's been the target. Anything below 130 equals 90. And what a bear pole bear flag, probably the bear pole bear flag of the year, playing out on target. At the TA Awards, it would get definitely the nominee for best bear pole bear flag of the year 2023. Did my music stop? No, it's still going. It just sounded like it stopped. What's going on? Yeah, I hate it because like I keep looking at these and it's like DTE. It's like really bad. Look at this. I mean, it's like crashing. You know, I mean, like. What, in like 2 weeks, it's down 13%. Less than 2 weeks. No support. I mean, where's the real support on this asset? I mean, there's like a peak here and then a valley. I guess we would say that's the next support, 83 to 85, right? Peak, valley, valley, price action. I guess that would be next. Okay, just cascading downwards. XEL, Excellion, or Excel, not even Excellion, is it? Nah. Excellion's another bad one, but this is XEL, Excel Energy. Wow, nice back test of a key inflection point, zone, whatever, as resistance, and then collapsing. And that's like such a confirmed bearish breakdown. If that isn't, I don't know what is. Gotta just wonder where the next real support is. I guess we could look at the COVID crash low and say that would maybe be the next swing low. Candle close, right? Just $50. It's probably your target here. Boston Properties, real estate. And as it had recovered, but the bear market rally is concluded and it's just rolling over and it's headed back down to 50.49. Break that and you'll be headed to the lows you saw in March of this year. So look at Triple M, 3M. Guess what happened to them today? Well, lowest freaking price on 3M since December and November of 2012. But the cool stuff is the 1.618, right? The pattern completion zone, the price reversal zone for sure of the bullish harmonic, the bullish crab pattern. It has finally been achieved today, not yesterday, not Friday, not any day before, only today. So Jesus chimes for that. And it's confluent with a zone of support that goes all the way back to 2004, right? It's a big level. I mean, this is not going to be an easy level to be broken by sellers. I mean, there should probably be a lot of bids coming in to defend this level for a while. And then depending on when the defense happens, what will the buyers do with the defense, right? If they are able to pivot the price and stop the selling, okay, what kind of rally will occur after? And if it just ends up being a rally that's just another lower high, the previous highs, you're going to roll over, make your lowest high of the entire downtrend and then test it again. And then that next test will be really telling. So we'll see. For now, it's here. I wouldn't be touching this yet, but it's just interesting development on 3M. BVN's, this is a miner, gold miner, and I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's put in some higher lows here, and it's just failing to break 859. Really bad. And someone be like, inverse head and shoulders? I mean, maybe, but like, there's no established neckline here. And I don't know, man, gold not looking great anymore, so we'll see. Wells Fargo, look at this, man. This is a major bank, right? But look what happened before this drawdown. The thing we pray for, we want in our lives. Back tests of inflection zones. Beautiful. Working on your lowest daily candle close on Wells Fargo since May 16th. Wow. So see you at $37. And then probably break that and head to $34, the lowest lows of the downtrend you've been in for a very, very long time. All right. Southern Company destroyed. It's been getting destroyed. And it was, look at the 3 falling peaks, classic distribution, and the follow through. What a wonderful pattern that played out. That's how it resolves normally. So you saw your lowest price since March of this year, and you're just now back at this key level. If it doesn't hold, then you could understand $53 to $54 after. Okay. Warner Brothers down 3+%. Wow, made its lowest price since January, and it's just getting back down to these levels from history that are important. And look at that, going back to 2008. Yep, you'll be testing that. If you don't hold that, then you're going straight down to 958. You break that, I don't even know. Like it's so bad below that level. It's like 683 below that. Whew. I mean, I'm not trying to like make people sad or scared or anything. This is just stuff you need to understand that's happening. You can't look at an index fund and see this stuff happening. You can't. I think that's like it's hiding really what's going on under the hood. Like you're in a car and the check engine light's on, but it's not too bad. It's only like one check engine light, but like under the hood, there are all these problems.
Can we take a look at INJ? Still looks Gucci for a long.
So anonymous, sure, we can look at INJ if you want. Yeah, sure. I mean, we're just looking at these stocks, man, just getting obliterated, you know, like USB, it's a bank. Perhaps you've heard of it. A major bank. We're on its lowest daily candle close since June. And just rolling over like many others. Under Armour destroyed, you know. That's really bad, actually. That's like a bearish back test. Look, 637 right here. That swing low from May of 2020 is now being regarded as a resistance. Wow, that's like the worst thing you could ever do. SU. Look at the failure to break $35 and drawing down from there. And there's not much really at all until like maybe $30, $29.50 or $27, $28. Hess Corporations, dang man, it's like now I'm looking at maybe a right angled ascending broadening formation. Someone will be like, that's a left shoulder head, right shoulder. You're not wrong. It's just not that symmetrical. But one thing's certain, the neckline of whatever structure you're trying to identify here, it's right here. It's at 148.80. And so buyers are trying to hold on to it. But the thing is, like with Hess, it doesn't look like it, but it's about to be the lowest daily candle closed on Hess since July 27th. 7 minutes till that's confirmed. And, you know, like a failure, if it breaks down, you could understand why 139, 140 is the target, because it's this uptrend that's been so freaking well respected the whole way up on both sides. Yeah. But interesting. An up thrust after making all-time highs. And now kind of making a lower high, rolling over. Here's Excellion. Excellon, I'm thinking Ectelion. From Silmarillion. Here we go. Look at this level. I mean, here it is, dude. 36.28. It's a peak from 2021. It was regarded with a spring back test in November 2022 before the bear market rally occurred. But then after the bear market rally concluded, you got the bearish patterns again, right head and shoulders, into a bearish, you know, the shark that wasn't quite valid because it didn't quite make a 1618 here, but then the lower high or type 2 return maybe, and then another lower high, and it's like, okay, this is bear market, so wait for the drawdown, the impulse. You're getting the impulse right now. It's been just a route, and so have your alert set up maybe below 36.28 because things can get really bad below that. Very oversold, my god. In phase energy, figured this wasn't going to hold. Okay, so this level that kind of been here, you know, you're working on your lowest daily candle close since May 13th of 2021, and it's just like this mega sized right angled ascending broadening formation. It's insane. What about the whole, we were looking at like Marathon. Was it Marathon that was like prime for a short? It was like a slightly higher high at the top of an upsloping channel with bearish divergence, everything you could dream of. How's that going? Is that the one? I can't remember if it was. it was. It really hasn't really started taking off yet. It's only down 1.2%. But yeah, man, that's like that's dreams. You know, it's a dream situation. It's like a pullback. You get a drawdown. It takes you to 127 eventually. You stay in the uptrend. Just, you know, there you go. So it's catching some ball through a little bit. All right, let's just go to that request. I don't know. We haven't even looked at Bitcoin yet, have we? Shoot, man. We're just looking at stocks because we're in power hour. INJ. Yeah, it still looks pretty freaking good, man. Good God, yep. Yep, holding the 200-day moving average still. Last time we were here, we discussed like the fact that, hey, this harmonic, if the trend's really too bullish, then it won't like see 520 again. It'll make a higher low and run again. For now it is. It's really just trying to hold on. Could be the highest low of the entire uptrend, but at the same time, what you really want to pay attention to on INJ is any real lower high. Like if you even run like up like this, understand that's like a type 2 return. Like you cannot ignore that. That means it is most likely completely over for INJ. If this rally, wherever it concludes, is lower or the same as the July 21st high, that's where you say it might be time to just be done at the peaks, at the highest highs. But we'll see. I mean, it's up there. It's below 836, which is an inflection point. We'll see. It's all dependent on what the buyers do next, right? If they can take out 974, fine. We're resuming the trend. Everything's going to 1120, but just pay attention for the lower high. Okay, that's all I can say about that. Bitcoin looks incredible, dude. Like, oh my God, altcoins are down 4, 5, 7%. Bitcoin is down nothing. Nothing. That was the request. So more multi-year lows. Look at Square. In 2 minutes and 40 seconds, it will be the lowest daily candle close on Square since March 23rd, 2020, taking out that candle low close from April 3rd, 2020. And there's nothing here, man. Nothing here. Just you gotta wait till the target's $34. It's been $34. Anything below 55 equals 34. He's waiting. Yeah, there's bullish divergence. Okay. When Japanese candlestick reversal of any sort? None here. No supports to back up the Japanese candlestick. So you're in bad shape here on Square. Context is important, right? Lower high. Nove down 2%. You know, not really going anywhere yet. But okay. Halliburton couldn't break resistance. Look at this level up here. It's just... I mean, hopefully what'll happen is it'll pull back, it'll pivot, making a higher low than the previous lows and run again. Okay, here's your General Mills. Generally terrible. It will be in less than 2 minutes. It will be the lowest daily candle close since March 18th of 2022. Wow, just destroyed. $60 below 60 is probably 50. Dollar Tree in shambles. Still. Dude. Dollars grow on trees. And there's no support here, really. So, I mean, eventually $84 just straight up destroyed. McDonald's continuing to get destroyed. I mean, this is a waterfall. Double top, Jesus double top. Measured move is achieved. It's done. Oh, it's perfect, man. McDonald's is in 40 seconds going to have its lowest daily candle close since October 26th of 2022. So we're working on 52-week lows here. You know, and if not 52-week, 49-week lows on McDonald's, and all support resistances broken. There's not really anything here till $230.
Check out Elephant Money's chart. Most liquid token on Bayest say 0.00920000 ETH.
What's up, Anonymous? Thank you, dude, for the Ethereum contribution. Sure. Yeah, it's like a big M. It's like, I'm loving it. McDonald's, man. McDonald's. All right, there it is. Jesus chimes. Multi-year lows on so many effing things. It's insane. But let us go to the S&P 500 ETF to look as buyers, it seems, came in like they do at the end of the day to defend a couple supports, right? Demand line, horizontal line support. They held again. Chat, is it going to be the pivot point? This is exactly where pivot points should happen, but it doesn't mean they necessarily will. But there you go. I mean, it'd be like Class C divergence, the weakest form. But the NASDAQ and Qs have Class A divergence and development. There it is, man. Oversold in the uptrend officially again. Day in crypto, yeah, man. Most things in crypto are scams. Elephant money is most likely a huge scam, and I don't really give a crap what you say. Like, I mean, again, it's just sad that, like, oh, hey, I'm getting contributions, requests to look at joke crypto scam coins. No one's spending money for me to look at like a traditional asset, right? They just want, hey, could you look at my Beanie Baby scam coin on the scam exchange? Yeah, sure. I mean, it's like, I appreciate contributions because it's 100% crowdsourced stream. It's just like, dang, man, like, really? That's it? Talking about looking at all these stocks, drawing down. It's like, you're not interested in what's happening there. You just want to see elephant coin. Okay. Okay, hey man, guess what? It's doing it, dude. It's doing it. All right, it made a 100% retrace. It did it. There it is. Jesus chimes, 100% retrace from the old all-time high from March 2022. There it is. Right? When people are requesting things like this, there's nothing I can do but look at it and say where it is. That's it. If it broke this level and continued, 7144, 1272. All right. I mean, yeah, it's strong. It's like its first red candle daily. Its first daily red candle ongoing since September 11th and the 10th. What an area to bearishly engulf of all levels. The old all-time high. It hit all-time highs today, literally today, and has begun to reverse at that level, that 2022 level. Okay. The VIX closed green, eh? Thank you for the contribution. I am truly grateful for that. It's just what asset you're making me look at. Just kind of like, whatever, dude. All right, yeah, VIX is up 0.4%. Meh, you know, just up against 1863. Still below it, and still kind of a joke here, you know. All right. Win VIX pump for real. Like, for real. Like, taking out all the highs, you know. Getting back below the 200 moving average, it's not even close, you know. Like, win. You confirmed a bottom, but I don't know if that... So... Crypto Clan, I'm sure he is. Like 99% of other developers. They're LARPing developers, right? They LARP as developers, but they're just scammers. Yeah, elephant coins like BTC. It's the most liquid on the BSC. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, cool, dude. No one cares. No one really cares. Okay, well, did we look at the TLT today? I don't think so. I talked about it at the beginning of the stream, but I don't think I looked at it. Here's the TLT chat. Something terrible happened. Collapse, like capitulation stuff. I mean, there is a level, $87 to $89. That is so real when you look at it. Like how many reversals occurred. Look in February 2011, April 2010, June of 2009. Look at this, June 2008. So many times. Look, November 2005, March 2005. There were like pivots and reversals at that level. And today, the TLT sellers just broke that level like it was nothing. And you made the lowest, just moments ago, made the lowest daily candle close on the TLT since August of 2007. And yeah, I guess there's like, oh, these levels, man, it could reverse anywhere. But below $88, it's really bad. History tells you below that level, you see the price wind up at $81.50. That's terrible. Terrible, man. You see the range. You see where the price is after hours. And it's below the top of the range. So big yikes, man. That's, and to invert this, we could look at the yields, and the yields pumping, man. All the yields. Look at this, dude. Oh my God, the 10 years going berserk. Look at that, man. Breaking resistance at 4.619. Right, it's a peak from 2003, 2005, to multiple times 2005. So broke that. I mean, next level, just even thinking about it, is 4.88%. Then after that is 5.18%. I mean, you're just seeing level. I mean, today, the highest candle close, highest price since October 2007. The 5-year, equally as crazy. As you can see, the highest daily candle close since August 2007. The 1 year. Wow, officially. Yep. Well, in 52 minutes, if all stays the same or higher, it will officially be the highest daily candle close on the 1 year yields since ever. Since ever, right? No, excuse me, not ever. Sorry, I take that back. You guess it's going to be the highest daily candle close on the 1 year yield since December 18th of 2000, because you've taken out the high from July 2006. The 2 year up 1.3%, not quite up there yet. It's still just skating along, but getting there, closing in on its highest levels in many years. The 6 month flat, 3 month flat, elevated but flat, 20 year gone. Government wants your money for a long time. It hit 5%. That is the highest level ever on this one, at least on TradingView data. It's gone. Looks at the Bitcoin chart and log scale, right? What would a fib extension be? Well, you've exceeded the 1272. The 1414 would be 5.1%. The 1618 is 5.32%. Things are getting really, really weird across these markets, man, if you haven't paid attention yet. Things are accelerating as they do this time of the year. Summer's over, dude. Cue up the Boys of Summer song. Oh, John Deere, huh? You want to look at John Deere? Let's do it. Deere and Company, excuse me. But it's John Deere. Very, very bad boys. Very, very bad boys, okay? Like, this is pretty nasty where 392 is broken. There's just not really, I mean, the hard target from below 392 is 320. Swing low from June 2021, October 2021. I know there's a swing low from May 30th. There you go, Cody. Below the 200-day moving average. Here's your head and shoulders-esque price action. The momentum shifted. Sellers reassumed control of the asset, and formal support resistance was breached last week. And here's the follow through. It was the lowest daily candle close since June 6th today. And again, it's hard to justify owning John Deere below 392 because history tells us normally where it goes below that level, and it's back down to the 320s, 330. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of a zone because you can see even at 330, there's a little swing low March 2021. Look at another test in July 2021. Look, February 2022, and then look at that spring back test in September 2022. 330 is your target here. 330. Big number. Did it. Oh my God. There we go. There's your zone. John Deere. Who's going to be the Deers, man? Now, if you pivot, make a higher low, there could always be like a sell wall and like an argument for accumulation, reaccumulation. But call me when that happens. Call me when we're looking at these markets and they're not looking so bad under the hood, because they do look terrible. Okay, now let's look to Bitcoin, because I don't even think we went there today. It's been a non-crypto stream. Here's your Bitcoin. Last night, this morning, highest price intraday seen since August 17th. Not bad. Broke above the 200-day moving average temporarily before the index funds began to sell off, and Bitcoin got in line with them and has pulled back about 2.67% from its highs today. But good news, it's a nothing burger candle after a huge markup. I'm not really concerned at all about that. Think we're still in decent shape. The trend is still your friend. It does not look like the XLU. Thank you, Peepo, for the poggers. Peepo poggers, thank you, dude. And in better shape than the altcoins, in better shape than most sectors of the S&P 500, if you can believe it. Yep. Trend's your friend until you break 24/7 with follow through. Okay. So,
Since we started out on Bitcoin, let's go further into crypto.
here's Ethereum. Well, yeah, that's the worst. I mean, that's definitely a Michael Scott meme if I've ever seen one, where you had a formal breakout with a candle close yesterday and today completely wiped out. Now, of course, the selling has subsided on the stock market because it's closed. But man, that's just not what you really want to see. Remember, you can be cautiously optimistic above 1728, but if you can't even say cautiously optimistic before the price reverses and completely engulfs the previous impulse candle, there is no optimism to have. Now you're back to no, we suck again, Rob Schneider, and below 1728 too long equals 1420. Above 1728 long enough goes 2K. But we can't break it. The buyers can't break it again. Why is it one time failure? Why is it two times failure? Yeah, it's to Ethereum to Bitcoin, exactly. So before we even go to XRP or BNB, let's go to Bitcoin dominance and talk about what we were just saying yesterday. You've concluded the backup phase. You're in phase E. You're waiting for 60% eventually. It could take 6 months to a year to get there, but that's the target. Beautiful right now. I mean, you're in less than 4 hours, it'll be the highest daily candle close since August 8th. And if things get any better in the next 3 hours, 45 minutes, it could be the highest daily candle close since July 12th. But so far, so good on this one. Wyckoff accumulation seminar. It was perfect, man. And then contrarily to this, yep, just yesterday on stream talking about this one, where it's like every time some sort of loser rally comes in, a lower high gets put in, people start screaming that Ethereum's going to do it. If Ethereum's going to do it. How many 5,000 times now you said that? And look at you now. Again. Another time. Just joke. Wreck. Down over 3% today alone. Like, how many lower highs, how many L's got to be taken before you finally say, you know what, man, this is Wyckoff distribution. This isn't, oh, it's going to do it now this time. You've been bamboozled 50 times this year on Ethereum to Bitcoin. 5.5. We're waiting for it, man. I don't know how long it's going to take. We're just waiting. Waiting. But keep believing in Vitalik Buterin and your proof of stake. You're not proof of work anymore because he caved to the climate terrorists. Great, dude. That's it. That's like looking at that. Then we can go to BNB down 1.6%. Dude, I'm telling you, man, like, if this thing rallies, that's awesome. Cool. But this is, of the big four, this is the biggest loser. I mean, XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, all superior in every way, technically, to BNB. BNB can't even crack above 218, which is the level. It's a swing low. It's a couple swing lows from 2022 to 2021. And I guess you could also say this one too, December 2022. Wow, just garbage. Yeah, who made a higher low, so maybe it's time. We're gonna do it, CZ. CZ is the only one buying though. Like no one actually out there is like looking at BNB and being like, oh, it's time to really, really go long here. If this thing rallies, it's because CZ. That's it. Sold enough of his Bitcoin to keep this crap propped up long enough. Nah, dude. Ethereum's never gonna flip Bitcoin, especially after the proof of work to proof of stake thing. Never. I mean, like, most like you know what? I'm sounding almost as arrogant as these clowns that were trying to say that Ethereum was going to flip Bitcoin 3 times over. It's not. It's not. Hey, man, let's invent something on the Ethereum network that turns out to be a scam. Yep. NFTs, scam. Yield farming, scam. They just are. Staking, scam. They just are. Get over it. There will be another invention on the Ethereum network that will end up being a mania, euphoric scam. Just wait for it. It's coming. So right now I'm just thinking, I don't know, man. Lower high, probably going to make an 886 eventually on comp. Really just not that, right? I'm just saying, like, the 886 makes just too much sense. Like, that the PCZ is not here. A 4-1, 38% on B, higher high on C. Could be a 786, but I'm thinking probably what you would want an 886 anyway if you were going to take a long, because it's closer to the major inflection point, and there's no doubt. Let there be no doubt on the Fibonacci, right? It's so hard to trust altcoins. I don't know how you could. But Crow, still, it's just like, which one is it? You know, there's such a lack of selling pressure that the buyers are able to keep the price elevated at 5 cents, or there's such a lack of demand that the buyers are unable to get the price above the old all-time low. It's just, you don't know what type of absorption is going on. It's just bad. All I know is Crow below 5.2, 5.5 equals bad. Very, very awfully bad. Okay. Dogecoin. Oh man, dude, we do memes, man. Same price it was at months ago. Sideways. Only lower highs. This much air left in the bubble that already popped years ago. I mean, remember, these all like hit like supports and they bounced, like almost all of them. But here, this like IOTA, for instance, look, it's like trying to hold and then rallies to the top of the zone. Just look at this nasty red candle. This is why you can't trust crypto. These trends are so well intact, down trends, not up trends, that like, man, any type of hopium, look how fast it can just get wiped out. I mean, it took an effing week. Over a week, like a week and a half, just for the price to go from 14.85 to 15.6 cents. And then in a day, all of it gets wiped out. In fact, at its lowest lows today on IOTA, it was the lowest price since August 28th. It's just like, how do you trust this crap? You can't. You don't. You don't trade. You don't swing trade longs on trends like this. It's just, you're just asking to get destroyed. I mean, but if you, look, man, if you want to, you can. Just, the only thing that should be heeded is stop loss. Please, God, stop loss. Please, if one's going to take chances on anything in this joke market, please stop loss. Wiped out in 2 hours, not a day. Well, you know what I'm saying, right? Like, yes, within a 2 hour, that's what, that's even, you're only adding to my point, right? Wiped out in 2 hours. But then look at the rally. Oh my God, we're going to do it, man. You know, just look what happened really. Like the channel, it's really nice channel, right? Look at the heart line. It was like the heart line was tested. Real quick, had some renewals today. Saint Thomas, thank you so much for the 10 months of support in the Citadel, the premium Discord. Thank you, Crypto Shrooms, for the 6 months renewal. And Gebaders, thank you so much for the 4 months of continued support. Really appreciate all of y'all. And also Big Cat, too. And I know OXD, thank y'all, everyone. Really appreciate it, because, you know, it's us against the world for real, dude. TA lovers against the S-Coin scammers. Okay. Let's check in on Litecoin. Sorry, this price action just... You're trying, man. You're really trying here, but if there's no follow through, if you're just going to get wiped out this fast, I mean, buyers are trying to defend it now. Okay, let me show you where it goes back, man. It's like 2018 and 19 multiple times in 2020, and then in 2022 it's resistance, and then in 2023 it's support. And it's like, are you going to be support, or are you just going to collapse again? Because it's either 66 to 84 or 66 to 48. Which one? Well, the trend kind of reversed a little bit. I mean, a lower low than all the previous lows. We haven't even really been able to put in like a major lower high yet, you know, like one that would rally you to 84 and back test the 200 as resistance. It hasn't happened. So it's like, what is going on, man? These altcoins are garbage. Like Bitcoin, it was just flat. It was flat like 20 minutes ago. And these altcoins are just getting shattered. And you know what's probably going on? Not even kidding. It's probably CZ, man. Yep, getting these little rallies, selling into all of them to shore up his BNB price to keep it above $200. Because he is the composite operator for all these coins. All of them. Almost every single one. The amount of coins he has. So to me, it's like, how can you trust the market where you know how desperate CZ is, the composite operator? He's the king of the S coins. He just is. He's been able to consolidate that king of S coins position for many years. And now the regulators are coming after him. And he's just like, now this is what he's doing. It's not that I don't like CZ. It's just reality. I mean, like, what do you want me to do? Like, yeah, the dude, he was the... I can't help that regulators of the most powerful governments in the world are coming after him. What do you want me to do about it? How is that me not liking him? Just pointing that out and talking about his S-Coin, BNB token, at that support and the context of the trend, right? What's been going on, all these lower highs. That's not, see, people just take like, oh, because right now the bias is so bearish based on data that equals me not liking someone. Just like the Hex cult, when Hex was in an uptrend and ascending triangles, inverse head and shoulders, all these patterns were developing. We were just identifying them. They just happened to be reliable and performed well. People took that as me liking Hex, and it's like, no, man, you just don't understand what data means. I guess you're taking emotion and data and marrying them. I don't know. Like that's not the way I look at charts. As a love, hate, emotion, it takes too much energy to hate something. So no, I don't hate CZ. I don't care. If his chart was, you flip the chart over, I'd be saying the exact opposite. Like, dang, man, this is a level, you know, like, my God, dude, the sellers, look how long and hard the sellers tried for over a year to break this support, and the trend was already in an uptrend. And look at this, so many higher lows, and now you're running and you're just up against like the last. If you break this resistance here on BNB, my God, you're gonna moon. Look at this, 183. You could be going to $40, man. There's so much upside here. Does that mean I like CZ? You would say that. You would say I like CZ just because there'd be a bullish bias based on the data and the peaks and the valleys and the price action, but it's not. It's just whatever. It's pathetic though. This is literal pathetic price action. This is exactly where, hey man, a reversal could happen, should happen, makes sense. It's at the lowest low. Here's a low locally. Here's a slightly lower low locally, but it's not happening. The pivot is not happening. The rally is not occurring. Where is the rally? I think CZ is in the, you know, he's at the Hoover Dam and he's on Vegas vacation, and there's some water coming through one of the holes, and he got his gum out and he's sticking it in the hole, you know, sticking his finger in the dike, which literally that's what it means. That's what it is. And then another hole. Oh God, S-Coin. Oh my God, sticking fingers in all these S-Coin dikes. And look at his BNB right here. Yeah. Shoring it up, dude. Shoring up the BNB dam. Okay, well, you know, I've been live an hour and 20 now. Bitcoin's fine. Can't say they're the same for the altcoins, man. I don't know what to tell you, dude. Something's going on. It's not good. But Bitcoin is different world. Bitcoin is not crypto. Not the same. Different worlds. And we look at the stock market. We look at commodities, and we could look at, like, you really want to see commodities, man? I don't think you do. Like, things were bad, and now they're way worse. Like silver, murdered. Okay, we have a murder on silver. Yep. No follow through. Back below 23. It's like, this is awful now. You go from like maybe optimistic into neutral and now bearish, and now look at it. Lowest daily candle close on silver since March 10th. Not good, man. Oh my God. And then you got, let's look at gold. Lowest daily candle close on gold in 30 minutes since March 8th. Yep. One does not, this is why price action is important. Hey, optimistic maybe. Oh my God, we're gonna no breakout. Oh, a higher low, rally, lower high, back below all the, nope, no longer, you can't be bullet, and you're gone. Or you have to be able to identify. This is why you have to like monitor these markets daily, because this is price action that told the story. It told you locally, lower high, but the same, but lower. And then you're below the supply line, below the 1920, 2011 all-time high, below the 200-day moving average. All of that bearish and golden candle started. Whew. See you back down at 1788, 1802. But dude, go the monthly, weekly on this. I'm just not like really liking this. Like, are you about to go down to test the bottom of the range again at 1679? Last month, you know, like Friday, lowest monthly candle close since February. Another failed attempt, man. Win high or low. Yeah, that's the thing, man. Like Costco selling gold bars. Yeah, I mean, that's weird. It's like, why? Why are they doing it now? Normally, it's the inverse, right? Like, they shouldn't be doing it. Anyway, it's like, hey, I don't know. It's kind of like they're handing out gold bars just like when Doge was on its way to $1. Like just random marketing departments for random companies were like, hey, if Doge hits $1, we'll give away a free bottle of Coca-Cola or something stupid. Just stuff like that. Signs of tops, not signs of bottoms. Reminds me of like when I was it was Halloween 2021. I went to the Halloween party as Jerome Powell. It was a bumping party. It was fun. It was legit like, roaring 20s, 1929. We had the Great Gatsby type environment, and there was just this guy that was there, and he was my friend Buddy. He was like, let me introduce you to this guy. And I'm like, okay, I guess. He likes crypto too. I'm like, oh, great, man. Great. Who doesn't like crypto in October 2021? Everyone, right? So he's trading 1 minute charts on the Dogecoin at the party. He's like in the corner, 1 minute degen gambling Doge. And I'm like, I told him verbatim, you are giving me December 2017 vibes right now at this party. You're giving them to me. And I told him that he didn't care. It's like, whatever. Yeah, I don't know, man. This time's different. So, yeah, I mean, that's gold bars at Costco. Tops for gold. Yeah. But then you think like, hey, man, it's over. And then call an ambulance, but not for orange juice futures. Call an ambulance, but not for live cattle futures. Still up there. I mean, it's just whatever. Didn't make all-time highs today, man, but incredible. Cocoa futures, Larry. What a massive engulfing candle. Highest daily candle close on cocoa futures since September 19th. One of the highest daily candle closes ever. You ain't gonna stop it, man. Let's look at U.S. oil. But I'm sure had a pullback, right? Yep, down 2%. Oof. Yep. I mean, like, whatever. I think, like, you're completing possibly an A, B, C, D. And, like, you'll pull back, but it'll probably be a higher low than $78. So, been the case. Seafood futures up, or to see seafood itself. I don't know, just down in the basement, range bound. Okay, nothing, no big deal. Oh yeah, let's look at copper. That like there was no mystery on copper. It was garbage, looked like garbage, looking like it was going lower, and that is still the case. Yeah, one last little fake out. Sure, another lower high, a bearish engulfing candle today. Back below the neckline. So I'm just thinking 329 eventually. The trend, right? Reconfirmed downtrend. You were in a downtrend. Bear market rally concluded, reassuming the downtrend. Yeah. To go test the lows again. Yeah, it can be whack-out distribution on XAU, maybe. Could be. Man, there's like some ugly stuff today, unfortunately. Hey, let's go to Cardano, man. I want to go to Cardano. I mean, like, yeah, buyers came in to defend the level, and it was just the question. Okay, this happens at a level where there could be demand. There was demand again. It's Hoskins and Son, probably himself, with CZ maybe together. And it's like, if this is going to happen, what will the performance be? I'm making a call that will probably, wherever it concludes, this little joke of a rally, wherever it concludes, it will be a substantially lower high than the high, the discernible previous swing high from July 14th. It'll be lower. And then it will roll over, and we will later, like, you're delaying the inevitable almost on these joke coins, right? With these pivots happening at key levels again. The same level where they pivoted in December 2022. Here we are 10 months later. Oh God, Jude, here we are, man. August, October, holding. It's joke, man. It's like this major descending triangle psychology. People are offloading, big boys offloading positions over a long period of time, and every rally is buyer induction, right? It induces buying from poor, unsuspecting dumb retail that they think, oh, the bottom's, it's been 2 years now. Bottom's probably in, right? No, bottoms normally end with capitulation. And I think capitulation has not yet happened on Cardano. I think 15 to 12 cents. I'm just waiting. And it's bullcrap. Probably because Bitcoin saving the day. Bitcoin, make it rally some more, man. You may not even get it that high before this, and then eventually that. Just takes time, man. The market can stay irrational, long can stay solvent. I mean, I'm not going to lose my solvency on Cardano. I wouldn't be buying this crap anyway. So good luck, market participants. You're not going to get me to buy this crap. Okay, well, you had me for an hour and a half, chat. So what do you want me to do? All right, there you go. Bitcoin's great shape, intraday, highest price since August 17th. Very, very close to 28,800. This is, again, what we're going to be made of here. This is going to, this piece of data, this rally, this impulse here is going to tell us what we're made of. Are we going to just run up to 28.8, formally back tested as resistance for the first time since breaking it bearishly in August? And then put in our first discernible lower high of the entire year? Or are we going to test 28.8, break it, test 30, break it, test 31, break it, and then make a higher high and resume this uptrend that's been going on since January? Whatever. I'm feeling jittery. So Maker down 3.7%. I mean, it's been a great run, and it's still above 1380. Anything above 1380, it's very likely 1744. I mean, 1744 is the target. I don't know if there will be enough demand to get the price there. I'm just going off of history, right? History tells you it's really, if anything above 1194 long enough, is a straight up to 1744, straight down, straight up, straight down, up, down, right? And then look, straight up and down and up, and then down, up, down. So almost always the price makes it to 1744 after breaking 1380, but it doesn't mean this time it will happen. You just got overbought again. This is a very high risk level. I don't care where it is. The only level to be taking longs is at bottoms. Taking longs, I mean, you can continuation, maybe a back test, okay, and nice pullback, fine. If you're able to identify an edge like hidden divergence that was there, fine. But to buy up here is literally, you are exit liquidity. You are the dunce. You are the one that buys high, that everyone talks about, who fails at doing this. You are it, buying here. That's just the way it is. So, hey, man, for everyone that maybe got in lower or whatever, that's still in, or maybe bought in on the continuation, 1744 is a target until 1380 breaks, then 1194. Below 1194, 1048, 788, whatever. So, nothing to do here. But yeah, it's been incredible. Weekly probably looks really good. Yeah, weekly is solid. But dude, it's like the weekly is solid, but it's like number go up, you know? Like, and all this happened at a magic area that you have to admit, if you watch this stream long enough, if you have watched it long enough, you understand the importance of an 88%, 95% retrace, the 886 to the 95 to 99% retrace. You know how important it is. If you see a pivot there, that's where you're looking for Japanese candlestick reversals. That's where you're looking for Bukowski chart pattern reversals. That's where you're looking for accumulation, ranges to develop, right? And then reversals. That's what happened here. So that was it. And it's coming off of that. And there are unfortunately, most altcoins have done similar stuff and have done terrible. No one's buying. No one's buying at 886s really. They're buying, but then they bought at the beginning of the year. And a bear market rally ensued, and then it finally concluded, and a sell-off, and then another test of that level, and then a rally, another lower high than the previous high, and then a sell-off, lower high than the previous high, and then you're back to the same levels you were at 10 months ago. That's where most altcoins are in their performance. This one did better. This one performed well compared to 99% of altcoins, cryptos. So this shouldn't even be visible on the weekly. So one monthly. Yeah, you can see it clear as day. 1744 target there. That shouldn't be visible either on the weekly. Just so you can see it. Try to take out the noise. Yeah, when you go to the weekly on something like this, it takes out so much noise, which is really cool. But it's like, hey, overbought. Now you're overbought again, second time on the slightly higher high. I mean, it could very well continue, but I think your upside might be 1744. What's up, high flyers? Man, I hope so.
Higher highs for BTC incoming.
I hope so, man. Like, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it, and it's beyond just the technicals, man. It is just what it is, what it stands for. It's one of the greatest inventions of mankind's ever created, for sure. Absolutely, it is. I mean, it is such a amazing invention. Like, we live in a world now where things don't get solved with guns. Like, if you have tyranny and all that, you can't, right? You're not going to use a gun to do something, right? But like, the thing is, people in power now have betrayed us. And they're robbing the coffers of the Western taxpayers. And so now it's gotten to a point where if you disagree with these people that are doing that, they will label you everything under the sun to dehumanize you. So therefore, things being done against you are warranted and are okay. And so they will freeze your bank accounts. As we saw, Justin Trudeau, he's a communist. His daddy was, right, the communist in Cuba. So he froze bank accounts. Like, the government entity cannot freeze a Bitcoin, your hard wallet, your cold storage. They can't touch it. So that's something I think, like, just me, I think that Bitcoin should be implemented into the Second Amendment because it is a financial weapon. Just like a gun would defend, you can defend yourself against a tyrannical government, or just home defense. Same thing with Bitcoin. Defend your individual sovereignty, financial freedom. Anyway, so Justin Castro, yep, that's him, dude. Okay, should you keep your short on Maker at what? 1590? It's so hard, man, because it's like I told you historically what happens when 1194 breaks. Historically, it goes to 1744. It broke, like it failed, and it has rebroken. So, like, I don't have much confidence in a short, but I don't really have much confidence in anything at this current time for Maker, because it broke out, and is on its way to 1744, but it hasn't made it yet. You can see on the weekly. At the same time, to go long, it's insane because it's making a slightly higher high, and how do you strategize a long? Strategizing a short's kind of difficult because you get stopped out and it keeps running, hits 1744, then has a major reversal at a key inflection point. Then it's like, that's the area to take the best shorts, maybe at 1744. But anyway, I wouldn't be like, don't you want to be looking at assets that don't look like Maker? Remember, Maker is an anomaly in this market. Things don't look like Maker does right now. Most things look like algo, right? Big, major, stupid loser, you know, it's at a level or near a level where, yeah, sure, there should be a reversal, but no one's buying. There's no demand. Only lower highs no matter what. It doesn't matter how local the high is. It is only and always a lower high. Lower high. Pathetic. Yeah, look where you are. Of course, yeah, that's where we should take bids. We should take a chance. I'll go. But it's down 4.3% today. Everything looks like bat. Like, hey man, we're at supports, but only lower highs. Only lower highs. Down 4.2% today. It's like, yeah, you can take your chance on the type 2 return M-shaped stuff, but win higher highs. There is no higher high. There hasn't been a higher high on bat in God knows how long, years. So Maker is different. Unless everything looks like this. Just crap. All right. So pray for Bitcoin every night. As we will need it in the many wars to come. Not against foreign entities, but our own governments. Everyone in the West. Not just Americans. Everyone in the West has been betrayed. There are unelected bureaucrats running everything. They are funding third world migrants and every Western country importing them to replace you because you're too expensive now. You have too many needs because the founding fathers created such a good country and the people before us made life so good that you're too expensive now for this Ponzi fiat scheme. We need more money. That's the governments. That's all the governments. That's why they're okaying all this. That's why they're in tandem and they've teamed up with the World Economic Forum and everyone else, right? Yep. We have penetrated the cabinets. Imagine trusting German for any sort of governmental power. I mean, like, for real, putting them in charge. They have a track record. I'm sorry if you're a German person. Like, I'm not talking about an individual German person. Yes, collectively, individual German people are great. But you got to admit, right? I mean, like, just about everything y'all do when you get in power and then you become leaders of, like, areas, right? Oh, we're EU. We're, like, kind of de facto leaders. Well, you kind of ruin everything. Yeah. Oh, yeah, let's look at the DAX. Why not? It's the DAX. Yeah, looking like it's done. Yeah, exceeded. It hit the hop, I think. Yeah, hit all-time highs, and that was it, man. Had the double dip, the double top. Below the 200-day moving average now. I don't really look at this one as much. I look at the DU30 EU or something. It's the futures. But yeah, man, that's how things conclude like this. Yep. So I would think 13.5 in time, 12K in time, way lower in time. Kai, I'm sorry, man, but you get it, right? You heard what I said. Collectively, German people are wonderful people. They just want to take care of their family, live their life and all that. But unfortunately, that's not like everyone. Like, and Bitcoin is the one, dude. Guess what looks better than the DAX or anything? Bitcoin. Aturas, I give you that one. I was feeling good, but remember, dude, it's like literally right here. It's in the description. It's all that. If you want a formal request, dude, yeah. All right. It's quality control, and it's like, hey, man, that means, hey, do you really value my opinion? You value my opinion 2 euros worth? Okay. Yeah, I mean, like, oh God, I mean, the amount of propaganda going on in Germany, the amount of censorship, and the, you know, the labeling of the opposition. Or that's like there's one side that like demonizes and labels and censors and lies. Another side just wants to keep things kind of like normal. right? The things that kind of got us to why we're able to do all this stuff, they just want to kind of keep things kind of the way they are. And then another side that like wants to radically and fundamentally change the whole world and take over the world, like and control it and censor in 15-minute cities and controls the food supply. Like those are the people that are censoring and lying and cheating and labeling, dehumanizing the opposition. Anyway. So thanks for coming out. Appreciate it. I'll be back. Till next time. Respect. T.A.
Thanks, Mitch. You're the best.
Thanks, White Shroot. See you at the bee farm.